Hey folks, it's Tom, your Frugal Prepper. I'm going to talk to you about these Westlake RP18s. I bought these at tire discounters at $49 a piece. Seemed like a great deal. I just needed a cheap basic tire to haul me back and forth to work in my old beat up Hyundai. And this was a complete mistake. I always thought Tire Discounters was a pretty reputable company, but if they're selling junk like this that's going to get your family killed, I lost a lot of respect for them. Plus, they bent one of my wheels and didn't tell me. They didn't balance the tires appropriately to begin with. I had to finally go somewhere else and get them balanced and discover the bent wheel because they wouldn't schedule a follow-up appointment with me. They kept canceling, and when I would just stop in, they told me they were too busy even though the shop was empty. Once they had my money, they just didn't want to see me again. They were busy with other people getting ready to buy some junky tires, I guess. They don't make the tire, they resell it, I get it. But if it's a product that's junky, that's not really safe, you probably shouldn't be selling it. So the actual problem, as it turns out with these tires, well, we finally discovered at the local tire shop, a little local tire repair place that sells used tires. These tires aren't round. You spin them and they like put a straight edge up to them. You can see where they rub and then don't rub, rub and then don't rub. They're not round. That's kind of a primary thing that a tire needs to be, is round. So they also have an exceptionally thin and flimsy sidewall. I mean, you run into a curb with this thing, it's over. It's going to blow out on you. They seem to have a pretty decent looking tread, but these things won't stop for crap on wet pavement. You will slide right through the intersection. I've done it a couple of times. I mean, just crap. And because of this sidewall, they roll out from under you on a sharp turn. You got to slow way down. When you see those signs on the road that say slow down to 30 for this turn, and you're like, yeah, I can probably take that about 40, 45. You better slow down to 25 if you're driving on these things, because your car is going to fly off the road. And it's going to be vibrating while it does it. With them being out around, I rotated, I balanced, I replaced the bent wheel, I replaced 2 axles, which were needing replaced anyway, all to try to get rid of these vibration problems, all caused by the tire in the end being out around. I got some cheap tires at the junkyard that looked like they still have majority of their tread left on them. They're pretty new, and they were Kenda Kineticas, and they have a little stiffer, bumpier of a ride because they were a stiff tire, but man, they handle great and there's no more vibrations. So stay away from Westlake tires. I have a set of Westlake tires on my Pontiac. They're a different model. They cost a little bit more money. They were like $20 or $30 more a piece. And I've been pretty happy with them. They've been a decent tire. They stick well, grip well, drive well. But maybe it's just that this is such a cheaper model that it really is a lot cheaper than those. But when I get the money, I think I'll be replacing those tires as well. I'll list them on Craigslist and sell them. But I'm just not, after seeing how this is made and all the problems I've had, I'm just not going to trust my family's life to these cheap Chinese tires. It's Tom, your Frugal Prepper. Be happy, be frugal out there. Don't buy these cheap Chinese tires. They go by a couple other names too. Buy something made in America, something with a well-known name, something decent. Spend a little more on your tires. Being frugal doesn't always mean taking the cheapest option, because in this case, being cheap cost me about $260 with mounting and balancing and everything. And I had to go get different tires anyway. I should have just went and got some junkyard tires to begin with, probably. But I usually do buy good tires. Not always the best model of tire, but I like to have decent tires on my cars to be safe. So that's it. I'll talk to y'all later. Everybody be happy, be frugal out there, but don't be too frugal.